The following is a sponsored program paid for by Yaba TV.
Welcome to our beautiful show, the Yaba TV show. I am your host, Yesia. We have a very interesting show for you today. Have you ever thought about what they call Osusu? Or do you even know what they call Osusu? Well, on today's show, you get to find out what Osusu is. Well, you may have seen some African women that use light skin cream to get light skin, and they are dark skin. We'll get to find out from Otieno Okach, our guest on today's show, why some of these women use light skin complexion cream. I'm dark skin, and sometimes I get questions from people. Why aren't you using cream to get your skin a little bit brown or a little bit light? Well, we'll get to find out the answer today when you watch on today's show. So we have a lot to share with you today. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody you know about our beautiful show. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to our beautiful show, the Yaba TV show. I am your host, Yesia. Today we continue our series, Experiencing Africa. And I have with me a brother, and when I say brother, is a man from Africa who has so much passion for Africa. You have seen Otieno Okach on our show many, many times. He took a break, but he's back today. I want to welcome him, a big welcome, Akwaba. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Asante Sana.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Sure. So for our audience that are new, who have not seen you before, they are wondering, who is Otieno? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Otieno Okach, that's my birth name. My father is from Kenya, Western Kenya. So like Barack Obama's dad, he came here to the U.S. for a better life in the 60s. And he gave me that name. And so Otieno, born at night, and Okach, I gave my mother a hard time at birth. That's what they say.
That's interesting. That's a meaning.
Yes, those are, it's like a lot of words in African languages. There's more than one meaning to those words. Yeah.
And they name the child according to what's the situation in that given time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our series has been interesting with you, and a lot of people have dialogue with us that they like what we're doing, what you bring to the table.
Appreciate that.
The value you bring to the table, that's the exact same words they use. So my first question to you is, you've heard the phrase where they say dark and lovely or black is beautiful.
Yes.
But there are a lot of African women, some African women, they are dark skinned, but they use cream to get light skin.
Yes.
And those cream, they have hydroquinone, which is a chemical that lightens the skin, and it's not so great for the health.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I think we all know that white supremacy is a world phenomenon that touches all populations. So wherever you find a lighter and a darker population in the world, at this point, it's hard to find where the darker population is on top. And so we all see that, and we understand that if there's a better way, a better road, if I'm lighter skinned, then why don't I take that way? And so people will invest in things like removing the epicanthic folds. If you're Asian, that's a big thing in Korea. In Africa and the Caribbean, it's the skin lightening or the hair straightening. But the skin lightening is particularly egregious because you imagine your skin is the biggest organ you have.
Yes.
And so our eyes are very good at perceiving differences or variations. As humans, we can tell. I can look at someone with a toupee and say, something doesn't look right. That doesn't look like their natural hair. With the skin, even if you have bleached your skin now, it doesn't look healthy.
And then some of them, the neck is light, and the hands are all dark.
Right.
The the ears are dark.
Yeah.
Maybe the cheek is light. You get
Yeah,
mixed
yeah.
skin, mixed color, like
Yeah.
a leopard.
And so you have to ask, what is the price you're paying for this lighter skin? And by itself, lighter skin certainly won't take you anywhere special. You still need to have character. You still need to have drive.
Skills.
Right? You've still got to be a learner. You still got to go out there and interact with people. So just having light skin, for some people, they feel like I'm getting an advantage. But to me, it's a sad thing because it makes you look funny. You know, there's no way around it. I think folks we really would do better to stop doing that immediately. It's not good for you.
Believe it or not, I've had people who have contacted me saying, you on television, you're dark skinned, you need to be light skinned.
Oh, oh.
Yes.
It's powerful.
And I said to them, you know, I was born dark skinned, I like my complexion, and I'm going to keep it.
Right.
And that's just the bottom line.
Right, because we know that the majority of the world's population are melanated. They have color in their skin, right? And even if you're white, you also have color in your skin, just a different quality and quantity. So I think that we have to get away from, we've gone through a lot. I mean, we have to be honest as African peoples, the trauma that we have gone through with colonization and enslavement, whether you're in Africa, it's been colonization, and in the United States, it's been enslavement, so they removed us, and in both places they said, you're bad, and I can show you how to be better. And you get rid of your drums, get rid of your culture, follow me, be me. And in being them, we are trying to look like them, do our hair, our skin. But see, what's valuable about people is their own uniqueness.
Yes.
It's not, if we're to be white people, then we're just different variations. Why do we need Africans? I would just rather be with white people. If you're going to be African, be African.
Yes.
And take pride in that. Authentic. There's nothing special about a black person who has bleached their skin. It looks like you're trying to be something else. In which case, I would rather have the original.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a really sad statement, but I think it's a reflection of what we've gone through as a people. And we can't overlook that, because if we think about it, it wasn't that long ago. I went to a school called Robert E. Lee Elementary. Robert E. Lee, Confederate General of the United States. This is the 1980s or 70s, and it was in Nevada. So why is there a Robert E. Lee Elementary School in Nevada? It's not even in the South. So the legacy, what I'm trying to say is, the legacy of enslavement and colonization is still very much present, and there are many manifestations. Skin lightening is one of them. The books that we read in schools are another. And there's a host of things I would say. It's not in my nature to be disagreeable, but I would add education and religion as two powerful influencers which continue to traumatize us, adding on top of the existing trauma.
And the key thing here is you have to be original. You have to keep that how do you pronounce that?
Authenticity.
Authenticity.
Right.
I mean, that's the only way that makes you different from the other person.
That is very, very true. And that is on a professional sense, on a people sense. You know, as a people, you being you is what makes you special and interesting. And so Carter G. Woodson, who is the person most responsible for what we call Black History Month, he wrote a book, The Miseducation of the Negro. And one of the comments he made was along the lines of what we're talking, where he says that the Negro continues to mimic and try to copy what the white person does. And then the world continues to say, what good is the Negro for?
This is good education, especially as we celebrate Black History Month, which is February, which is when our show is airing. It's a timely thing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
But let's take a quick break to acknowledge the people that make this show possible. When we come back, we are going to talk about a different discussion, the same topic, but a different discussion on Osusu. Someone might be saying, what is Osusu? Well, that's why you need to stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment. Hi, This is Sia, host of Yaba TV show, seen on Channel 9 every Sunday at 4 p.m. I have a new book, My American Dream. Learn about my journey from poverty in Africa to homelessness in America and becoming a CEO. My book launching is Sunday, February 27 at 6 p.m. in Carson. We will be serving free African food. For details, register for my book signing at my website, yabamedia.com. Pre-order your copy today.
If you are looking for family dentistry with professional experience, look no further. Go to Easy Dental Care. They do general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dental implants, Invisalign, and more. They're located at 460 Carson Plaza Drive, Suite 114 in the city of Carson, corner of Del Amo and Avalon Boulevard. Call Dr. Eziani at 310-719-1865. That's 310-719-1865.
PALS Inc. supports people with disabilities to reach their goals. Creating customized programs for over 20 years, we help adults develop job and social skills, find employment, and work with you to build a sense of community. We provide services in Orange, LA, Ventura, and Santa Barbara counties. PALS Inc. is here to help you overcome any challenges. So, if you or anyone you know could benefit from our help, please give us a call at 562-426-5444 or visit our website at palsworks.org.
Neonate Music presents Renaissance.
We've got a ticket stamp and we're ready to board that Christian train, the leading straight to plaguing our lives. He's trying to get the job done, but I'm calling on you, Jesus.
And what you gonna
It's the Neo Acapella Gospel.
And what you gonna do, people, when Jesus comes?
Now go down, Moses. Go way down in Egypt land. Tell him, Pharaoh.
Renaissance. Now available at neonatemusic.com. That's Neonate music.com.
Albert Jones never expected to be an author, but he was always eager to tell his stories. Now, Albert Jones's new book, From Which I Came, tells it all. His new book is filled with stories from Albert's childhood on the plantation, an introduction to the civil rights movement, gripping new stories from his tour in Vietnam, plus his exciting career in radio. Born into a large family of 11 children, Albert Jones's story is incredible. From Which I Came is available on Amazon. Get it now, From Which I Came, at Amazon.com. In today's world, we need to take extra care of our bodies. We need strong immune systems. There's a wonderful new product line made by Bisoero that can help. Bisoero is a vegetable supplement packed with minerals, vitamins, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory ingredients like bromelain, which helps protect your body from viruses and harmful bacteria by boosting your immune system. All-natural Bisoero can also improve your overall health with vitamin C, D, and zinc. Call 661-627-8565 or go to bisoero.net.
Welcome back to our beautiful show, the Yaba TV show. I am your host, Sia. So we are speaking with Otiana Okash today as we continue our series, Experience Africa. This is Black History Month. We want to say Happy Black History Month. Yes. And the information we are giving is so timely because as we celebrate Black History Month, we must have pride as Africans or African Americans for our heritage, our Black heritage. Let me go back to you, Otiano. In Sierra Leone, we do what we call Osu Black Banking, where a group of people come together. It may be like 10 or 20 people. Every person put in $20, equivalent of, in Sierra Leonean money, that's a lot of money because $1 is equivalent to 1,000 leones. And so if you put in $20 and then everybody else put in $20, at the end of the day, you take that $400 and give it to one person. And then next month, everybody tip in again and put in money and give it to another person until everybody in the circle gets their money, their $400, which empowers them to do business and to be self-sufficient. So having said that, what is your take on that? What else do you think they should be doing beside Osusu?
I think that's wonderful. Collective work and responsibility, and collective economics. The term in Swahili that most resembles it to me is harambe.
Harambe.
Harambe is what you pull together. But I think that is, I think we need more models like that. I don't think that we have something that exists in African American culture, and I might be wrong. I only heard about what we often see as pyramids types of schemes here. And so those types of schemes are different because they don't have the integrity of a group who knows each other, who knows that money is going to be passed now to Atieno or somebody else in their collective. And I think that if we were to be able to do business together and have that trust, build that trust in small ways, the sky's the limit.
Yes.
The sky is the limit. But here I remember that we've had investment things where people will say, well, you put in the money and then you'll get more. And then, but really, you're just trying to recruit more people.
Yes.
To pay off, like a Bernie Madoff type of thing.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, but Osusu
I really
sounds
don't
wonderful.
try to join it.
Yeah, you stay away. But Osusu, I would join.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, Osusu really empowers people, even the non-popular people.
Yeah.
They come together through Osusu. They get to be popular, because the business grows. And it grows, and then they venture into other venture capitals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Before you know it, the whole city knows them.
Oh, I love it. I love it because everybody then gets a shot.
Yes.
Gets a chance.
And you don't have to worry about, I'm going to the bank where they're going to check my social security and I may have a bad credit. So you don't have to worry about all that.
Right.
Because the money is guaranteed. Every month, one person takes it.
Yep.
And then sometimes 2 or 3 people come together and combine their money and then have a business. So they become partners.
It sounds fantastic. I think another thing that I see when I go home that we need to do more of is to look at the wealth that's right in front of us. I think that, like using Kenya, for example, because that's where my family's from, when people are looking for work and economic advancement, they're fueled by not just the lack of money, but also the media, the Western media, which says, well, these careers are not honorable or they're not worthy of respect. I must go to the city. And so you go to the city and you live in very horrible conditions and oftentimes no jobs. And so people are scrambling around to live in the city. And I think one thing we can do much better and more of is go home, return home to the village.
Yes.
And engage in commerce there, whether it be farming. Farming is
agriculture.
Is an honorable profession that is very
but they
neglected.
look low upon it because you're now wearing a tie and suit.
But you bring
in
food to the table,
yes.
And there's nothing better than food on the table when it's dinner time. So I just see that there are so many young people who want to go away, and like that story with the 3 sons, and the one has rocks in his field, and he says, well, this is not useful, and he wants to sell it. But another realizes those are diamonds. And so we have right in front of us, with all of the land, ancestrally inherited land back in our villages.
Let's talk about Powers, your company. I know you do caring for people.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Right.
Yes.
Well, my background is in clinical psychology. And so I do a number of things professionally, functional assessments and other things that work with where a person's at, where they have deficits, whether it's in self-care skills or some other type of domain of human functioning. And then we look at prescriptions, interventions. How can we help support you to improve? But at the core, the work that I do at PALS is caregiving. We care for people.
Yes.
And I've been in business 21 years as of January. And I'm quite proud of the success we've had. It's a big business now. Not many businesses reach the success that we've had. We have offices in 3 different counties, from Santa Barbara all the way down to El Monte. And we care for people who are famous and not famous. People who need a little
Who
bit of
need
help.
your help?
People who need a lot of help. You know, people who need help with their self-care, people who need help with communicating. And I enjoy it every single day. And so that is my business, Pals. And we are, we're a dynamic agency.
Yes.
That employs quite a number of people, and we take pride in the culture that we have as a company as well.
Okay. Tell our audience where they can reach you.
Well, if they want to get in touch with Pals for employment or for services, or you just want to catch up, you can reach me at 562-426-5444, or you can catch us on the web at www.palsworks.org. That's PALSWORKS, palsworks.org. And reach out to us and send us a note, and we'd love to hear from you.
It's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yeah.
And I want to thank our viewers who have taken the time to send us an email or call us about Otiano's input and values that he brings to the table. So I just wanted to pass that on to you. I'm the middleman. When they call us, I'll let you know what they're saying. So I do want to thank you for everything that you've done.
Yes.
And I wish you much continuous success with your business.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So we do need to take another quick break to acknowledge our sponsors, and then we will take you to the music videos, something that you waited for. I'm sure you were wanting to dance, but this is the moment. So stay tuned as we bring you the best of African music videos. We have come to the end of today's beautiful show, the Yaba TV show. But we are on every Sunday at 4 p.m. right here on KCAR 9. If you haven't seen our show before and this is your first time, I'm sure you enjoyed it. But we welcome you to share with your friends and, of course, tune in next week at the same time. But we are on Instagram on Yaba TV. Follow us on Instagram, Yaba TV. We're also asking that you follow us on YouTube, Yaba Media. But when you go to YouTube, watch some of our beautiful shows, but I recommend that you like, share, and subscribe. That's the only way I know that you're liking what we bring to you. Till then, we will see you next week at the same time on the Yaba TV show, your contemporary bridge to the motherland, Africa.
The proceeding was a sponsored program paid for by Yaba TV.